Keith's computing.
It's buffering.
Whatever.
All right. So, yeah, we are live. How's everybody doing? Everybody can hear our volume. Let me know how that's looking. And, yeah, we'll get to it. How's your guys' week been so far?
Been busy, but good.
Very.
A lot of work.
It's buffering. Okay. What is that? All right. So, this week, we are going to be, we've got some law enforcement events going on. I know McKee's going to one, I think, tomorrow with Action Target.
Christian's at a shoot right now.
Yeah, Christian's at a shoot, and then...
Where's Christian at?
Christian was, last time I thought, he was at Texas Trophy Owners, but I don't know if that, because I thought that was last weekend. So,
He's somewhere today. I just don't know where.
I know he was doing some other stuff with, I think it was like Brownells or something like that, doing like a
gotcha.
training. Then we've got Pashoni and Kane. They were doing a SWAT roundup deal this week.
Pashoni and Kane?
I believe so, yes, sir.
Okay. I probably would have never put those two together.
Yeah.
For the problems that could happen.
If you would put them together, I would definitely say there needs to be a GoPro on at all times.
I think more chaperone than GoPro, but I mean, I'm maybe looking at it from a different angle than pure entertainment, maybe some liability.
So for you guys that aren't familiar, we've got Will from engineering and QC here with us, kind of stepping in for Tassin while Tassin is on vacation. Yeah. Tassin's getting a tan, so he won't be see-through or translucent when he gets back. So I'll be interested to see how sunburned he is when he gets back here.
It's nice not having Tassin here a little, huh?
I think if he's got his phone on, we should be texting him. Just text him every question.
Fair. Could you go live with another? Isn't that a thing?
Yeah.
But
he can go live remote.
I think if
where is he?
Puerto Rico or one of the
islands. That's right. Yeah, no, he's in
Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah. When's he coming back?
I think like Monday or Tuesday, if I remember correctly. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
So this week also we've got Faraday bags in stock, so we're pushing those. Tell people a little bit about what a Faraday bag actually is, because I know some people.
It's awesome. Anything that will fit are generally geared to. It will make your phone totally off. So if you're in a place where it's searching for service, but it's not going to get it, and you put it in there, it'll never ring, and people won't be able to tell where you are, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Google won't ask you, how'd you like the McDonald's on 42nd Street? Because they won't know you went there.
Yeah.
Which is neat. And of course, if the we'll have EMP protection.
We'll have cell phones.
I think because you can't shut your phone off, it just shut it off and let the battery stay alive. If you're camping or something like that, you might want to put it in that so it doesn't constantly search.
Fair.
That'll suck your battery down.
That's another use for it I didn't know about.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. And then also, guys, if you are needing or wanting one of the burn-proof gear covers, we've got some new sizes in stock, and then all of the classic ones are in stock. So
the joy of shooting 100 rounds through a burn-proof gear cover yesterday. Little 7.62
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect. Okay. I'm going to put action cell, isn't it? I'm going to do that.
So let's take some questions.
All right, question us.
So, first one is, why did the Instagram go down this week? Well, I guess I can answer that one.
Shoot.
Instagram went down because we got zucked, unlike what a lot of people tend to want to conspiracize or think about. Honestly, we went from doing a bunch of images to a bunch of reels, and if you've ever been around meta in the gun world, the shiny nail gets hit. We got hit, and then it was really strange because we had a bunch of stuff scheduled and came back around. So
Doesn't the Instagram go quite frequently?
not really.
How many times has it been since you've been here?
It's never been like that.
Oh,
YouTube did, but that was that industry-wide deal.
get it turned off a few times, haven't
Probably, yeah.
I? Do much in the way of Instagram.
Now there's the shadow ban, of course, which if you go looking, we're not there, and everybody, a lot of people in the industry are getting your content can't be shared with people that don't follow you. So it's meta. Who knows? It's trying to play that game is tough, but
It's
absolutely.
you want to expose children to animals like Will and yourself? No, I don't think you
No.
do. It's probably the right thing for society, all these weird rules that we don't understand.
But yeah, I mean, it was one of those things where it happens. We were fine. Facebook went a little nuts.
But wasn't it, how long has it been since, I can't remember, something got turned off for a bunch of people and then
YouTube,
turned back on?
That was what,
YouTube?
earlier this year when we were at Quiet in the Capitol,
Yeah.
and then everybody got them back because a lot of people stepped up and definitely got it done.
I can promise you this, it'll get turned off again. Right?
Let's hope not.
It will.
But it was one of those things. I've never gotten the warning of this seems like it's automated, and I was like, well, seeing as I was using your scheduler, that's kind of weird that you would do that, but it is what it is. Again, we're good. Everybody's good. I think we've just been busy.
Well, my Instagram, it's back.
It
Yeah.
is. So let's get into some new one. Availability on the Sandman S.
Mhm.
Sandman S. Got a lot of them, huh?
Yeah. More on the way.
A lot more on the way.
Yeah.
Sandman S should be super good to get.
Cool. Are any of the mill ones coming back out or no?
I don't know if they shipped out the ones that we had in the warehouse or not.
No. I don't think we're doing that anymore. So
Okay.
you'll probably have to search around if you want to see where one of those is, if that's what you're after, and get it.
Fair.
Ship is sell.
All right. So what about going full with Wolfman 556?
You could do that. I would tell you it's not the greatest cam. It's a 17 4 cam, but you can auto on it.
Okay. Chemo mounts. Any idea on availability?
38s and 28s and 438s are down in the warehouse right now.
That's Wolfman P series, right?
Oh, are they talking about P series
Chemo.
or rifle?
I think rifle.
428s and 438s just arrived.
Say what that is in regular terms.
So, 28 is a standard chemo adapter. 438 is a lightweight one, the one with the skeletonized cuts.
So 3X, both of those.
1 3/8 by 24.
So we have P series as well. I saw a bunch of those come through.
Yep.
In and out. And then we have kind of a common industry threading. Those came in and out. So we
Yep.
should be good.
Yep.
Any kind that you want, right?
Yeah, and there's supposed to be more inbound.
Chemo, no problem.
Is there somewhere where I can buy replacement detent rings, or what is the availability?
That's a great question. Detent rings here.
They've not arrived
Oh, they're somewhere between here and there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, detent rings. If you want, of course, we'll send you a detent ring if you would like a detent ring, and we are going to put them on the web store. So if you want stock up on detent rings, and we're about through the detent ring drought.
Yeah.
Finally.
Well, that'll be good. 'Cause I know
It'll be great.
Yeah. I know you said Xeno mount doesn't require shims or timing, but if you time a Xeno mount, could potentially cause alignment issues.
Not if you're using alignment shims on a shouldered barrel. So you can, I do that. I'm kind of a freak. I like the wrench flats
Yeah.
to be lined up with the rifle. So I time them. So yes, you can time them if you'd like. You don't need to.
Got a little scratchiness on the mics on there. All right. Patrick Ben says going to miss the live today. He's got a lunch with some family that came to town, but
Nice.
Don't forget to convince the wife to move up there. That's what he says. Do you guys?
Patrick's wife, please move here.
We did our part. Do you guys warranty? Do you guys warranty the Sandman locking ring? And does it have audible clicks anymore?
Yes, of course we do. The detent is just worn out, and we'll send you a new detent plate. It does not need to have that. Kind of toying with the idea of making a detent plate that has no clicks in it.
Yeah.
The clicks were put in there just to give an audible feedback to the end user, but they don't need to be in there.
Also, between like firing sessions, when you're cleaning your firearms after you get done shooting anything with the chemo on it, it is wise to actually take apart, like remove the compression nut from your chemo and actually lube the raised portions of the detent ring. It'll increase the lifespan drastically.
A little lube on the threads, and you can just drop a little bit of lube in there without taking the nut off too if you'd like.
Yeah.
Either way.
Awesome. What's the best way to clean your Sandman S?
I think a 50-50 mix of CLR and water, and let it soak in that a little bit. I find is the easiest, least toxic, easiest way to go about the whole thing. Of course, you could ultrasonic, can be kind of hard on the finish. You could put it in a, chemical kind of dip. I really think that CLRs work the best for us, though. You probably shouldn't really need to clean it much. I mean, if it's not getting a bunch of buildup in there, general speak, they won't do that. But if it is doing that, you could clean it. But I would never clean it just to clean it because you're worried about cleaning it. You'll know if you need to. You'll start to see some buildup.
Yeah.
I've never cleaned one of my own.
Fair.
Like a Wolverine or what have you.
Me neither.
I've never really had the buildup happen in the shooting I do and the ammo I use. Fortunate. I think I fall in the kind of category of the average guy.
Good deal. Somebody said, has anybody asked about the locking collars for the Wolverine being available yet? So, not yet, but what are the availability on locking collars?
We've got a lot of thread inserts right now, but we do need some locking collars, the collar itself.
Any way to clean the internals of the Wolfman if using hard cast lead?
Don't use hard cast lead. That would be a very, very bad idea. If you do that, it's going to get lead buildup, and then when you get that lead discharged, the gases will come out before the bullet goes through the can, right? and they will lift up a chunk of discharged lead in front of the bullet strike, and boom, you'll be calling customer service
Yeah.
because your can's going to be blown up. Never shoot cast lead through it. I would probably do the same CLR if I had shot some cast lead through it and I wanted to get it out, or look into that hydrogen peroxide vinegar mix. Will really eat lead, but it's very toxic.
Yeah. And don't use that on aluminum. That's a terrible idea to use that on aluminum.
Fair.
Yeah.
Very fair. You just put it in the can body, you'd want to strip it down.
Yeah.
Mickey jumped in here and said detent rings are inbound.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay. Any updates on 5/8 by 32 brake to do a chemo for a 458 SOCOM primal setup?
Working on that. We've talked about that a lot, and I'd have to look to see exactly where they are production-wise, but
Yeah.
that's a thing.
Christian's in the San Antonio, not the Houston or Fort Worth that he was last week. So it's same event, just San Antonio from last week.
Okay. The whole event moved along with
I
Christian.
guess, along with Christian, yeah.
How fun is that?
Speaking of, what up, Christian?
I just like to say I miss Christian.
I do too.
Yeah.
I
In
miss
San
him
Antonio,
bad.
where where's his short jeans? Short shorts?
That seems more like a Houston thing, but what do I know? I'm not really a Texan. I mean, I've been there, but I don't know their customs exactly. Maybe it's a Senate. I don't know. I don't know.
What is the recommended lube or grease to use with the DA piston on a Ghost 45 to help with movement?
I'd say use what you've got.
Yeah.
Recommended transmission dipstick and drop it on there out in the field. I don't know that it matters that much.
I was going to say grease is better than oil for that.
Fair.
It hangs around longer. Just like, well, when you lube a handgun, technically you should go grease instead of oil because it'll actually stay longer.
I've used any and everything with great success.
Robbie just joined.
Oh.
Hey, Robbie.
Rocky Mountain Rubicon in the house. Can I use a Reardon flash tire on my Wolfman for 5.56?
What kind of chemo? Or Sino or a whole set? I don't know.
Yeah, I'd have to double check the length on it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay. Chris says, "Will you mad, bro?" So he's asking if you're mad. And
no.
Pappas, it is time. That is very eerie for Christian to say. It is time. It's time for what?
Who cares? Whatever he wants.
Oh,
We're gonna be going
for a
to
visit
Texas soon.
to hang out.
Oh,
That's got to be
yeah.
what he's talking about.
Gotcha.
At least I hope that's what he's talking
I
about.
don't care what he's talking about. I'm for it. He just has to make a suggestion, and I'm all in.
What tri-lug muzzle device for the Pierce P Series tri-lug?
What thread pitch?
Well,
no, tri-lug.
Yeah.
Is he talking about DA 444s?
no, I think he's talking about the muzzle.
Gotcha.
That would be my guess. Regular 9mm.
Okay.
I mean, there's a million different makes of those that you can thread onto threads or barrels that have it machined in.
Yeah.
What is the benefit of an e-brake?
An e-brake will give you and this is kind of, sorry, I don't mean to waste a bunch of your time. Bottleneck large caliber Magnum rifle cases will get noticeable recoil reduction, and the bigger the cartridge, the more that you'll notice it. They will all get about a 2 dB kind of sound reduction. A meter will see that it has an e-brake on it every time. That kind of diffuses and kind of softens and kind of eases that energy out. So it'll be a little quieter. So sometimes people use it for that reason. Sometimes they use it for the recoil reduction, and sometimes both. 5.56 e-brake, obviously, there's no recoil to speak of, and you're not going to notice the recoil, but you will get that kind of a softness, and it's a little mellower.
Yeah. It's nice on a Sandman K.
Yeah, no, fair.
Very nice.
Yeah. I mean, people do it for that.
And I don't think Casey shoots anything without an e-brake on it.
But
Not
he
anymore.
uses, general speak, large bottleneck rifle cartridges.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So Casey's going after the ground disruption to kind of ease that and to ease the recoil so he can spot shots in his glass. Different for everybody.
Yep.
Absolutely. This may have been said previously. Recommendation on anti-seize for hub adapters.
Only on like titanium to titanium is the only time I really would ever use a anti-seize with most of our stuff.
Generally, I like it dry, but I do. It's my preferred way. But before anti-seize, I might go a little bit of blue Loctite. I mean, like I say, it depends on what you're trying to do.
Fair.
I just want it to stay in. I don't haven't seen a lot of times where they get stuck and you're like, oh, I wish I had some anti-seize, but everyone has a little different use. Plus, I don't take them out all the time.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'm more like I want to like cinch this in and like leave it alone. Like I've picked my thing and I don't bounce mounts in a can around much.
Yeah.
Next question is, are we going to get any more Xeno adapters anytime soon? So any update on those?
Muzzle devices are like the mounts.
The mounts.
I want to say we just got some in.
I want to hope we just got some in because part of my little building of tasks, a buddy of mine's looking for one, and I told him when I got back to the office today that I would see if I could find him one.
Oh.
So I'm going to be answering that question
Yeah.
later. I just haven't had time to look for it yet.
All right. Next question is it hard on the Nomad L to shoot short barrel 5.56 rapid fire?
It's harder on it than other cartridges, sure. I mean, 5.56 is an erosive cartridge to any silencer. The more of it, the more erosion you're going to get.
Yeah.
Question on metals, actually. Does tungsten or tungsten carbide have a place in silencers due to the extreme heat resistance, or is there some huge downside to it? That's a pretty good question.
If anything, the downside would probably be like technically it's extremely hard, so it can be brittle. Like if you ever mess with tungsten carbide stuff, it doesn't bend, it breaks.
It would be, I would think, amazing for erosion, but it would be prone to cracking, and we couldn't use it for the weight.
Yeah. It's pretty heavy.
It's super heavy. Like that's what you use to weight steel to get a heavier spot in the steel on a crankshaft or what have you. So
yeah.
No, I think probably the internet would go nuts if you made a tungsten carbide can. If no one would want it for the weight. Good question though.
What is considered light duty for the Wolfman using 5.56?
I'd say slow fire on a 16-inch or greater barrel.
Yeah.
Would be as light a situation as you'd probably ever put it in.
Yeah.
20-inch AR and Varma hunting, something like that.
That was pretty good. Mojave or Wolfman for 356 Henry?
Wolfman.
What's the next one? Oh, any plans for a modular primal similar to the Wolfman?
No. We've never really talked about that.
Okay. Now, here's a interesting question.
Oh boy, you're looking at me.
Yeah, you're going to field this one.
I'm ready.
We're bringing our best foot forward.
The Gun Collective did a video yesterday on what they're calling the Silencer Summit or the Silencer Cartel.
Oh, yes.
What'd they say about it?
It was just a generalized, hey, this is what they're doing. And then were we there?
We were there.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a actual cartel patch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
I think
It's pretty dope.
I must have said that. At least Ray said I said that. Sometimes I say some funny things I don't put too much thought into. And then he had these Silencer Cartel patches made up, which are actually kind of awesome.
Yeah.
What it is it's a, and I would like to say this. I know there's probably a lot of people freaking out over numbers and sound data and how it's collected and who says what about different things when it has to do with data. In essence, it's a straight up raw file of peak data collected while everyone who chose to participate in this was all in the same room and could watch all the guns get shot, so that there's no funny business going on. No one's skewing any of the tests. They were shot by the same shooter with the same ammunition on the same firearms.
Yep.
Now, this data can be taken and you can manipulate it into any form in which you would like. You can A-weight it or
LEQ.
whatever it is that
Yeah.
you want to do. And then everyone can check your homework. You can put it through AHA
If you want.
if you want to boil it down to a number and present it that way. It's totally up to you. So I think once this data all comes out, or maybe has it been released?
No, the data drop has not happened yet.
But it will happen.
Yeah.
And when it does
another
happen,
2 weeks.
You'll be able to look at the data. And I think the game there is to get every can on the planet made tested.
Yeah.
And then you'll have your one source of data regardless of who you are.
Yeah.
That would be my way of explaining it.
Like a one test to rule them all kind of thing.
I mean, just a very open, like non-biased test. All the manufacturers that chose to participate, all in the same room, same time, same gun, same ammo.
Well, and anyone could do it. If other people that didn't want to go to it want to do we all have the same equipment. It's just set up in the same exact way. It's just numbers.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing to get too wound up about. Like, all cans have numbers, and these are the numbers. Like, it's not an emotional thing or anything of that nature, or to be swayed one way or the other. It's just everything has a number. They've been measured.
Yeah. And it's only one stat, right? All it is the peak unweighted decibel level, right?
Correct.
There's also weight, diameter, like there's a whole lot that goes into a can. I like to relate it to playing a role-playing game on a computer and building a character. You get so many skill points. You can only put so many into each category, weight, signature reduction, and durability. The top
length,
performing
diameter, mounting attachment,
Yep.
caliber rating, barrel length, what have you. This is just a numbers thing, the numbers. And if for people who are very interested in numbers, hopefully you'll find this very consistent data. I think that's what the world's been missing. I don't know that manufacturers or groups of people have come together that just want to give numbers and here you go.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely think it's cool that at least, the heavy players and stuff like that are coming together to do that, to have that type of transparency. I know that, everybody asks, but it's just like, would Coke and Pepsi do the same thing? Would, it's.
Well, it's different on, there's also the people that came, many other cans were tested. It doesn't matter if being there is irrelevant. It's not like a little club or anything like that. You don't have to be present to have your can tested. All cans will get tested. It doesn't matter who you are. You can be like, I love it, or I don't like it. Your can's still going to have data on it.
Yep.
It's just a set of numbers.
Okay. When do you recommend a recore on Sandman S? I have about 7,000 rounds through it. Not a lot, but it's turning blue inside.
Which part's turning blue, I guess, would be my question.
I'm assuming the baffles, if he's looking at it from the inside.
Send us a picture of it. That's, I would guess, a long way away from it, but I would look more at erosion on it. But let's take your individual example and we'll help you decide what you want to do with it.
The next question is from Pew Pew Daily, directed to you, Mike. When are you going to be in Florida again?
Florida, man. That's a good question. I don't have anything scheduled for Florida.
Aren't we going to Suppress Fest or whatever? Isn't that in Florida, or is that in South Carolina?
I'm not sure. That might be actually a better question for Keith.
Yeah.
I
know it's around.
You probably know where I'm going.
I know it's
more
around
than I do.
South Carolina to Florida, and it's right before CanCon, which is back in Savannah, and that's around. I think it's the weekend before November 10th and 11th, because that's when CanCon is. So we're going to be super busy towards the end of October into November.
Sometime I would like to plan to spend the first 3 weeks of July in Florida. If that's possible, the nicest time of the year.
I was
down
about to
there.
say, Pappas likes pain.
I do.
Clearly, yeah.
Still better in Texas, though.
I love humidity and insects and poisonous animals. Those are my 3 things. Oh, and long walks on the beach, which I could do there. Around the scorpions while I was sweating with flies attacking or mosquitoes, maybe. I don't know.
Go to the swamps.
Just saying. We had to do a Florida swamp shoot, kind of bayou.
That'd be cool.
It'd be awesome. Go down there and get some kind of fungus or something. Maybe. I don't know. Never
Bullets
really
in the
been on
bayou.
I like that, actually. Bullets in. We'll just have Kane and Christian come together for an event.
The weekend after the July 4th celebration.
I don't know if we would survive July if that happened.
No, it'd be good.
All right. Why is everyone so worried about sound suppression these days, with less focus on total signature reduction? Also seems lightweight is taking priority over durability.
I wouldn't say that's the case here.
I'd say it depends on who you are and what you want. And I think Will put it in a good way. There's a lot of things to consider. And if you're not a sound numbers guy, which I would fall into that camp. I'm not I don't pore over numbers and talk a lot of numbers because it's not important to me. But hey, if it's important to you, like, we're just trying to give the people that numbers are important to, trying to help those people get all the numbers that we can. Like, knock yourself out on the stats, bro. Make a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Go for it. It'll help that guy.
Mr. Slade is in the Instagram live. What's up, Slade?
Nice. What's up, brother?
Next question is, should we grease or oil the piston or anything on the Odessa after cleaning?
Yes. And, okay, I'm wrong. I just put whatever kind of oil on. Will's right. A nice, high quality, high temperature grease would really be your friend there. It'll stay in longer.
Yep.
Any plans on coming to Louisiana anytime soon?
You know, I don't know that I have any.
Yeah. That's a
I
state
would like
been
to do that though. I've been there a few times.
Maybe we can get Christian or Jordan to set something up in Louisiana. I like Bullets in the Bayou. I think there's something there to that.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to go to that. Fort Polk kind of ruined Louisiana for me personally.
Well,
Bring it up,
just
you're
for a
coming
couple days, bro.
Hey, it was quote unquote just a couple days, just a couple weeks. Yeah.
Last time I went there, I tried to.
Seattle.
I just assumed that you could walk through. I think their graveyards are super cool. And Ernie and I were going to film each other running through the cemetery where they filmed Easy Rider. But we went to it, but we could only walk around it. It was like COVID. And I was like,
no.
bro, like, check it out. It's not going to bother these people.
I was about to say.
We don't want to be respectful. Like, we just want to run down the same road that they did.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't let us.
Like Keith when he was Forrest Gump.
Yeah. Kind of like that.
Never again. running. I think the scariest part of that entire thing was when I did the run from, I guess, Memphis into Arkansas or whatever, the Mississippi River run, and that bridge has definitely changed since the last time they filmed that one. You can see the Bass Pro Shop, the giant pyramid, like in the background. The only thing I saw was the sunset and the giant tractor trailer coming my way. Yeah, and the shoulder was like that.
So I liked how you almost died on that.
Yeah.
But you didn't die.
You know, I didn't, but my fiance definitely got some laughs.
That's what memories are made out of.
Yeah, something like that. Or nightmares.
Either way.
All right. So next question is kind of a QC thing, kind of a warranty thing. Any update on the warranties? And when we are QCing, what are some of the things that we look at when we're QCing?
As far as the QC side goes, essentially everything. We're checking quality of finish, check threads. I mean, we check and make sure they're made to the actual prints in general. Like, it's a good all-around check. We have to make sure we're sending out quality products, high quality products.
Any kind of dimension, angularity. Oh man, it's a myriad of looking and gauging and what you'd think there, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. And then the next one is what is there an update on the Sierra 5?
No, not really. Just if you have any kind of Sierra 5 issue, let us know.
Absolutely. Next question.
Or any issue with any product.
Yeah.
Reach out.
Okay. His Salmon S is backing off a lot when shooting, and it's bad. Please help.
Reach out to CS and we'll walk you through just to make sure that it's tied enough. And if you can't get it tied enough and it comes off, we'll get it back and take a look at it and see what's going on with it.
Absolutely. Casey and Jake will definitely
get
that over to you.
No problem.
My Sandman K on my PWS 116 Pro is a great combo.
Nice.
That sounds like a pretty legit deal.
Yeah.
Maybe we offer the e-brake as well.
If you want that.
Okay. Half by 28 piston for Ghost 45M to distributors soon.
I think some just went out actually.
Yeah, so maybe they're already.
Also, guys, yes, we are aware that there are a bunch of fake accounts that are trying to, I guess, clone the page. Obviously, do your research, use common sense. If the grammar isn't, I can't say that our grammar is perfect here, but it's a lot better than let me sell you Bob's. It just doesn't workout or the dead air silencers, if it doesn't have, if it has more than one S on the end or a dot dead air, we are dead air silencers on Instagram and YouTube.
What's the benefit of what drives me to make a fake dead air silencers account? What do I get out of it?
Unfortunately, people see it, so they're like, "Hey, dead air!" And it's also, guys, check the profile picture. A lot of them are having the old dead air armament on there, and then they'll do like dead underscore air underscore silence or whatever. And that's the thing. And I guess a benefit would be they get people to follow them. And then,
do I sell stuff on it?
By what I can tell, there's a lot of just bad like Glock just on a piece of paper kind of thing. It's a troll thing. It is what it is. But guys, if you could report it, I know that it's hard to actually tag us in it, but any way that you guys can report them, we'd be super grateful for that. So, but again, there's 2 Dead Air official pages. There's the one that if you're watching the live right now, that's got 200,000 followers. It's a pretty good indicator that that's our general page. And then we have another one that we will be re-releasing soon. That's coming up. So we're really excited about that one for sure. So, but we'll let you know when that one comes out. So follow that one. All right. So can the chemo flash hider be P/W on a 13.7?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Will we be in Jacksonville, Florida anytime soon? I believe we will, if that's where Suppress Fest is. If so, I need help on chemo maintenance. You went too fast on your how-to video. Well, good thing about that is you can rewind it.
Well, we'll walk you through it.
Yep,
then
we'll walk you through
while we're there, shoot over and we'll spend an hour, however much time we need we'll take some apart and put them back together and show you everything there is to know about it.
Clayco asks, are we coming to BTO gun range in Texas anytime soon? Right? I think we are. I got to talk to Tony. I haven't heard anything specific.
What does that stand for?
BTO? I do not know.
We pretty much
if Clayco's putting it on, I'm pretty sure.
Clay at the range in Texas.
Yeah.
Right?
That's generally what we're seeing. Why is your on-air sign not lit up? Well, batteries died. That is why the sign is not on. That was probably one of those really quick Hobby Lobby finds that I think would have looked cool, but sucks batteries pretty quick. Any dedicated Wolverine merch coming anytime soon? Potentially.
We should do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
we should talk to Trent. Best can we make?
It is.
No, that's not true. It's the most universal can we make, and probably not the best can for everyone. It's what I use.
I like it.
Any plans on making a modular nomad like the Wolfman, like a 2-piece?
I don't think that's been discussed.
Mm-mm. I'd say this. Can I say something about it? The Wolverine. You brought it to that gathering data.
Yeah.
And what do you call it? Not the cult, but the
cartel.
The cartel.
Yeah.
When you took it there, I was like, oh no, why? But it actually did pretty good there.
Yeah. Really good.
Not that I didn't think it sounded good, but I was shocked at some of the cans that it did better than, let's put it that way.
Fair.
So BTO, Big Texas Ordnance, or Big Tex Ordnance, they advertised a Dead Air demo day with reps in September. Yes. I believe that's either Jordan or Christian.
Yeah. I don't know that any of us will be there.
Yeah.
I haven't been asked about that.
Any updates on the Mojave 9?
Mojave Night's about ready, huh?
Yeah, it's like right there.
Things are looking good with it. Get ready to Mojave.
It is coming very, very soon. Pew Pew Daily, hold up, go back. Y'all are saying a chemo flash hider is long enough to make a 13.7 16 with pin and weld. That's what.
Oh,
We didn't know it was.
Yeah, that was kind
Okay.
of a
Sorry.
understanding. Yeah,
it's like right there on the cusp.
This is kind of how my best understanding of the law is. You want to put your bolt into your barrel extension, right?
Yeah.
And you want to put a rod to touch the face of the bolt.
Yeah.
That'd be your 0 starting mark. And I have used before, those 2/10 spacers? Sometimes one of those and then shim it from there, or use a couple of the really thick spacers. If it doesn't make it, it'll be close. Sons of Liberty Knox is the longest muzzle device that I'm aware of. I believe that goal in life is to take 13.7s and make them 16 if you're wanting to pin and weld. Sorry, we lost your question in translation.
got lost in translation a little bit.
But you put that rod down there when you get it all tightened and torqued up. Make sure that you put a mark on that rod and that your mark is inside the muzzle device to some degree so that it is at least 16 inches long.
Yeah.
Very important.
Rugged just joined.
Oh.
Hey, Rugged.
Hey.
So, what's up, Travis? Any update on when dead air flags might become available? I thought we had some available.
Dude, speaking of flags, we need to
get that one.
I got to take the flag off the BMP and send it.
Oh.
I didn't think about that with all the stuff we loaded up this morning
Yeah.
and unloaded last night. It never crossed my mind, but I need to go look and see if we have any flags. If we don't, please remind me to send that one.
I can do that.
Yeah, it's been super busy the past couple of days for sure.
Yeah. Well, we haven't been here, so.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys weren't here this week, and then last week you were in Wyoming, and then I feel like the last week before that you were in Texas.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
it's been,
that sounds right.
It's been.
Yeah.
That's why it seems like I haven't been at home, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
It's been quiet. It's been lonely. I saw Tassin crying before he left. It was one of those things. He's like, "Are we live?" He just didn't understand what reality was. We had Trent on. It just wasn't the same without
Forget about that, what I said earlier. I'm really missing Tassin. I was just joking when I said that earlier.
We should text him.
Don't worry. We'll be talking to him soon enough. We don't need to push it.
Chase EDC says, "Why is Christian so cool? Genetics or hard work?"
Maybe a little bit of both.
Well, I'd say genetics and upbringing would be the two things I'd say there.
Fair.
Robbie says we should call Tassin and ask him a question. I don't know if he's got his cell phone on.
No.
I think he does.
Robbie, you should call Tassin and then see how I did that? Now we don't have to. Tell him we said hi.
Robbie said, since you guys berated Trent on his vacation, we should berate. Here's the thing: Trent didn't have anybody with him that might stab him. I feel like Tassin's fiance, because she was like, if I'm not taking my laptop, you're not taking your laptop. So I feel like she might stab him. We're looking out for Tassin's.
I don't know, but I know Tassin's terrified of her. That's all I know. I don't dare text him. Not as a joke, not while he's with her.
Another collab with Noveski anytime soon.
That I don't know. Okay, I don't know.
Peter and the guys. Definitely miss having fun with them. I mean, we had fun with them over at SHOT. My first trip with Dead Air with Tony was at that underground place in freaking North Carolina with all I'll say is there was a white Fusion and blacked out and nods in the middle of nowhere. Probably the scariest, most terrifying ride of all time, but made me feel alive. And then at the end, all I heard was thanks for Mike and Dirty Mike and the boys. So, which I still think that should be a patch. He said it went straight to voicemail. So.
Oh, yeah. Careful, Robbie. She's coming back.
All right, last question. And it is what is the difference between the Wolfman and the Mojave?
Wolfman and Mojave. A Wolfman is a very large can with a lot of volume in it, primarily meant for subgun and PCC use. Secondary use for it would be on a handgun. A Mojave is primarily used on a handgun, more traditional sizing, and its real goal there is to have a very low restrictive path for the projectile to go through to decrease the particulates that you get hit in the face with. It has a lot of flow to it. It's 3D printed, and its secondary use is to go on a PCC or subgun. They take the same mounts.
Yeah.
Pistons, boosters, fixed mounts, 3 lugs. So there's a lot of interchangeability there. P-Series, the guys down in the warehouse call it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to be giving away some of our new stickers. We got the new Cobra Kai stickers, and we've got...
Not in this dojo.
Not in this dojo.
Is that what it says on it?
That is.
Yeah. I do say that sometimes because I think it's funny.
There's a new trend on, I guess it's for guys on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. It's like not in this Mojo Dojo Casa House. So
okay.
I guess that was from a Barbie reference, and every guy's like, yeah, I went and saw it. The only thing I learned is probably that I need a Mojo Dojo Casa House. So
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Unaware.
This is really my only exposure to Instagram once a week.
But question is, where is Christian originally from?
Louisiana.
Oh, okay, well then you won the
what?
stickers. I was using that as the question for the giveaway. For the
You
stickers.
didn't say that.
That's what I was saying.
No.
I was saying here's the question for the giveaway.
You said
I didn't hear anything about giveaway.
Okay, well then that was my
you want to know where Christian's from, and I told you.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
All right. Well,
That was a question for us.
I thought it was a question from a person.
Yeah.
Trying to learn more about Christian, which I think is admirable.
Absolutely. Okay. So the question. What is the been paying attention. What is the weight of a Sandman S versus Sandman K?
Oh.
Technical.
I could get you without the little bits of change on it. But that's not a question for me. See, I'm getting what you're doing now.
So you're looking for the weight difference, or
what's
the weight
difference? The weight
of
difference.
each one?
Tufu said, by the way, for Christian, he was born in America.
Yeah.
What's up, Tufu? So, again, what is the weight difference between the Sandman S and the Sandman K?
Do you think people like to be questioned like that?
I'm just saying.
I don't.
I feel like the responses to this are going to be fairly interesting.
If I'm in a crowd and a person with a microphone wants me to yell or clap or wave, I don't. I won't.
Dang. Okay. So the answers are coming in. I feel like we had a little bit of delay because people had to go grab the scale, and now they've got both of them right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So.
Or look up on the website.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. What's the answer? because we've got about 5 ounces, 4.9 ounces, 15-ounce difference.
You want me to look it up?
It's not a 15-ounce difference.
No. I don't know that my answer's close enough to give you, to pick a winner.
We'll go with.
I think it's like
That was a rough question.
2
Like,
ounces.
Hey man,
yeah.
I'm looking at it and I'm just,
Keith's all like hardcore over here.
It's been a long time since I asked a question. How much does Will's beard weigh?
oh, I don't think I even know that.
Let's see here. Man.
PB Daily said I didn't have time to grab anything, but I said heavier first.
There. You might have to help me out with this a little bit.
Maybe that was too.
Yeah, it was. You're out of control.
I am out of control today.
A Sandman K weighs. I'd probably get one of those little reference flipper things.
Yeah. Do you have one?
In the other room. You know what?
No. People have already submitted answers.
They have.
Yeah, no. Now it's too late now.
I feel bad.
You've got to find a winner.
Oh, you know what? Here's another question for the other two. What in the picture right now have we not brought up? What is in view right now that we have not brought up yet that may or may not be coming live soon?
I'm still trying to figure out your first question.
Tufu says 4.9 ounces, little drug dealer scale for the win.
Fair. Was he the first one that gave that answer? Because there was someone else at 4.9, right?
Why can't I?
4.9 was pouches, blue cans.
It already was giving me the specs. No, it doesn't give me the weight.
To answer your question, everybody, that's answered on the.
I'll give you an answer to it. I don't know exactly what it is.
There All right.
The specs are not easy for me to find with my lack of English manipulation skills set in that regard.
Maybe we'll go to the first person that answered, period, since that was a hard one.
Hang on.
No. Smarter guy.
All right.
I'll help you.
Remember 12.8.
12.8.
That's not the answer.
I'm remembering it.
And then, guys, so far we have not seen the answer to the newest product.
I know that answer at least.
The newest product that is in the picture at the moment. That has not been.
You're doing your own calculation.
Okay.
4.9.
Guess drug scale for the win.
All right. So
that's it.
We're going to go back because that was right after. So that is going to be going out to. All right. There we go. Where was it? Okay. Thimmy 90, 4.9 ounces. All right. Hit us up with your info, and we'll send you out 2 of the brand new stickers. Now, going back to it. Still, no one has brought up the newest. You guys got to look hard in the picture. It is literally staring you in the face.
Yeah, I need one really bad. And then I need to hang out with Christian.
Yes.
I feel like that's also a pretty good hint.
I mean, it is.
Hanging out with Christian.
That guy Possum was a man. Nope, not the bench, Matt. And it's not up in the corners.
Can I help?
Yes, you can. Somebody says neon sign. No, that thing's hard.
Huh? Does that
So,
help?
there we go. Now, who's going to say it?
Yeah.
Who's going to get it in first?
Wish I was a cowboy.
Could have been a cowboy.
Should have been a cowboy.
All right, Pew Pew Day. Oh, ooh. Things That Go Pew was the first one that wrote the buckle.
Nice.
So,
I helped with that.
Things That Go Pew, shoot us a DM with your info, and we'll get you out these stickers. Guys, yes, the Dead Air belt buckle is coming soon. You'll be seeing the availability for that coming up on the MailChimp here soon.
Is it not live right now?
It may be. I know Trent was working on it.
How would you know that that was a new e-store thing if it wasn't live?
Fair. Where do you put that info out, Keith?
We put that info out on the MailChimp. We put that info out on Instagram when it does come out. But everything that is in that picture we have actually announced. The blue cans, the mags, the multitasker, the patches, all those things have been announced.
Fair.
Except for the belt buckle.
Fair.
Yeah, that's why it'd be a hard one to get.
Yeah.
Plus, maybe you can't really see what it is from wherever you are on a phone.
This is why I shouldn't be the one asking the questions.
Questions are too hard.
Fair.
They're too hard. They're too hard.
I like to just pick a winner.
We'll start doing just a random counter. It makes it a lot easier. But alrighty, guys. If we didn't get to your questions, feel free to shoot us a DM or shoot us an email at info@deadairsilencers.com. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys soon.
Yeah, perfect. Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend.
Take it easy, guys.